544. Welcome you back to another OPT game. Today we have Blackwatch Renegades versus the Seven Sins. I will say this matchup is going to be pretty interesting. We haven't got to see the Seven Sins led by new captain Jimmy Dale, so this will be her first showing out as captain. Let's see what she can do here. Both teams are set and ready to go, so let's immediately dive into map 1. Hanamura, Seven Sins versus Blackwatch Renegades. Let's dive right on in. So taking a look at the standings before this game, of course. Have a look at both teams. Blackwatch currently at this moment 1-1. You know, pretty even record. Seven Sins, a rough outing to start the season. Starting 0-2. Maybe they can turn this around today. Let's see what they can do here. Now, Hanamura, like we've seen before, is a difficult map to try to push. Of course, we've seen many a thing work here as well. Literally yesterday, we saw Attack Bastion. Attack Bastion and Attack Sim make stuff work. It's beautiful. I mean, it is going to be an interesting contest for sure. And hold on, I am getting the game uploaded to the league channel, my bad, but here we go. We're gonna see where this game can lead us. Share, copy. Sorry about that. Okay, boop boop. Alright, there we go. So out of the gate here for Blackwatch, we're gonna see a Orisa Diva comp. Not bad, very nice tank duo there. Running the Moira Brig with it with a Hanzo McCree, all kinds of range that can go into that. Of course, the Diva and Brig to get up close and personal if needed. On the side of Sins, it looks like we're going to see almost a dive comp down to the T, except running the Lucio and the Hanzo in place of a Genji Mercy that we used to see a while back. So double off heals for them. Kind of an interesting choice on attack, but I could see where you could use that. Just pushing really quick, be really aggressive, could definitely work. Alrighty, map 1 begins. Here's our first attack. Jacob's on the Lucio, flying straight through, going straight to point. Here you go, one man point. Everybody else pushing into the gate. Here we go. Japanese Duck, first pick of the game on the opposing Brig. As the fight is moving to the point, as Tropical Hugs 1v5 and getting 2 actually with the help of his teammates. There you go. We got 7 Sins pushing point now. They're all on point. It's a brawl for it. Here we go. Penguin and Kaza getting the final 2 picks here to give Sins a sub 1 minute capture of point 1 here on Hanamura. Good play by them. Already impressed. This is actually, I think, one of the first times we've gotten to see this team have 6 players, and they are definitely showing that is a heck of a force they have running here. Let's see if Blackwatch can counter this and hold point 2 as they take the high ground. At the moment, looks like Sins are going to maybe push mid. Can't really tell. High ground, as we've proven in the last couple days, can be a dangerous thing to do. Oh, here we go. Team pushing mid as both tanks diving to top high ground. There you go. Both Winston's fighting it out with both Divas, as we do have 3 on point for 7. As they did get a tick, almost 2. Already 2 picks as the fight goes to the point. Let's see. Trans out by Kaza along with the Dragons flying out by Japanese Duck. Gonna kind of move the point in their direction. We do have a 3 picks in favor of 7 at this point. However, those respawns will be coming in quite soon. There you go. As 7 Sins fighting off to the side of the point here. Looks like 2 picks falling in favor of Blackwatch. Primal out on the side of Tropical Hugs here, but it will not be enough as the tank duo of Revolver and Hero going to take 5 of the 7 Sins lives there as they will force them back for a retreat. Oh wait, they're not done yet. Poor Penguin guy, gotta get staggered out there, but great defensive comeback there by Blackwatch. All of a sudden, the respawns just overtook 7 and allowed Blackwatch to hold, but they did give up a tick in 2/3. Not really great for a first defense overall on that, just because you lost so much. However, we are seeing Jimmy Dale on the Sombra getting the back corner. Gotta get out of there as the rest of our team dives in. Going for the second one. Diva Bomb, Sound Barrier. Ooh, gonna get both tanks out of the equation. The Maywall comes up, is gonna get Revolver. So both Diva Bombs getting some work done. However, it does look like Blackwatch, it has the edge. They've only lost one in this fight. Seven Sins losing both supports. And there goes Penguin along with them. Nice play by Hoopers on the brick, actually. Very nice change of pace here. I am liking this kind of hybrid dive they're running here with the May and the Reaper. Very interesting picks. Oh, and by the way, I'm just looking at the comments. Howdy people that are watching the game. Let's see. We are seeing some swap ups here by Seven Sins. They are now running Ryan Czar. Still running the double off heals with a Hanzo and Sombra. I will say, haven't seen it in the past. If you run Sombra as a second DPS, it can be really reliable for the ult. The EMP is a very good choice. However, just overall damage is lowered, especially with a burst character such as Hanzo that does a lot more damage with Storm Arrow. It might not be the best DPS combination, but I am excited to see how it works. So we have a charge blocked off by the wall. Both teams fighting on the high ground. Oops, my bad, wrong direction. There we go. Both teams have a good bit of ults. Kaza, though, eliminated by the damage orb. No trans coming out here. There's two picks on the side of Blackwatch. Once again, taking an early lead in the kill count. However, Tropical Hug's not going down easily. Gonna take out Hoopers, but will not really matter too much. As Jackals and Jimmy Dale look like to be the only survivors if Jimmy can get out of there. Let's see. Gotta just run. No, caught by the Winston on the outside. Hero, though, going down to the Sombra. Alright, that's not usually what you see too often, but all of a sudden we have a... There you go, I was about to say, we have a little brawl going on. Left side, that will lead to a stagger. However, that's not going to stop Seven Sins. They're going to push straight to point. There you go, going to make the brawl come to them. As they're going to shoot dragons. Blizzard's out, Trans is out. All kinds of ults flying out here as, once again, Blackwatch taking an early lead in the pick competition, getting 2, make it 3. Rally just secured the brawl as they get another 2. Hooper is getting another double during the midst of the brawl. Beautiful play by them right there. I will say, though, that was a good bit of ults burned on the side of Blackwatch, but they still have 2 remaining. Actually about to have 3 with the Diva Bomb. On the side of 7, we are seeing them with Shatter, EMP, which could be a heck of a combo, along with Grab being at half and Sound Barrier being at almost complete. However, they are swapping to the McCree, so they are getting a main heals in there as well with the Moira. Nice choices there, kind of getting some more heals. They could definitely use it in the brawls. Here you go. They're going to get a free second tick. Blackwatch coming on down just to try to dive out. EMP is out. No Diva Bomb on the side of Revolver. Shatter going to get 1 and a charge kill. Beautiful. Death Blossom out. Going to get 2. Unknown Kid. A nice double getting a take at the support. I'm going to make it 3 getting the Reaper. Or not the Reaper, the Rhine. My bad. And Jimmy going down to the Moira. We'll say, though, they now have 2 ticks. 2.5, basically. And they still have 2 minutes. This is a lot better than you see a lot of teams get. They either get completely held on point 2, or they can completely push it. Right here, it's kind of the nice balance that we don't see a lot on Hanamura, just because of the way it's designed. It's really a snowball-heavy map at times. However, we are going to see Unknown swap off the Reaper, going to a Soldier now. Kind of an interesting mix-up. I want to see how the May Soldier works. Oof, and well, yeah, mind Diva May taking out Penguin there. Zarya out of the fight once again. Primal coming out by Hero on the outside. They're fighting near the giant health pack. As we just have... Oh, there we go. Wrong point of view. There we go. I'm still getting used to the first person controls. But here we go. We still got a brawl coming out on the outside. Tropical Hugs with the Shatter. Let's see what's going to happen here. Couple of pot shots coming in there. Jimmy on the Tracer once again. Just getting a bit of tick damage. Removed by the Soldier. Unknown Kid getting another nice pick to lead off this fight for his team. But looks like Seven Sins going top mid. Interesting strategy that we don't see a lot of. Just trying to keep the high ground as the Maywall comes out. Oh, here you go. Hero diving in, trying to get something. Coalescence out by XM. Just trying to get all of them as the point getting taken here. We got a little bit of a brawl. All kinds of ults coming out. Coalescence out on Sins. Japanese Duck, a double as Blizzard comes out onto the point. Tropical charging away. We'll get out of the Blizzard, but Japanese Duck, a total of a triple. Ooh, Shatter. That's going to remove Unknown from the battle. Hero stunned and murdered. Goodbye, sweet prince. As XM and Hooper's going to try to hold this for Blackwatch here in the dying seconds. They will be just enough to hold this point for their team. Even with Grav coming out. Diva Bomb. Not going to... Maybe that was a remake. I think that might have been a remake, or just to prevent the enemy team from getting back to point. Whatever it was, it worked pretty well, as Seven Sins will not capture point 2. They did get like 2 2/3, it looked like. Pretty nice attack on their end, and especially late in that game, great defense by Blackwatch. Alrighty, first attack for Blackwatch Renegades here on Hanamura. Let's see what they pull out here. And I will say we are seeing a bit of mix-ups here with some of the characters we're used to seeing these people play. I was actually surprised to see the Brig come out by Blackwatch. That might just me be missing a couple of league games here and there, but I don't think I've ever seen Hoopers on that Brig, but it was really good on the defense, getting a couple of double kills throughout, definitely holding her own on the point. Very nice by them. Let's see, we are seeing Jimmy Dale pull out the Widow, at least in spawn. Maybe it'll keep up, we'll see on the defense. Both sides now pulling out a Mercy, however, but the key difference in healing here is going to be double main on the side of Blackwatch pulling the Moira, and on the side of Seven Sins we'll see the Zen. Personally, and it's like more of a personal opinion, I kind of like double main more in this case, especially on the attack, especially with a Pharah, in fact. Pharmacy, of course, is a really strong tool, however, of course, res could be the difference between fights in this league. We've seen it before, and it happens very, very often. Especially with the kind of comp you're running. You're running a very aggressive tank duo when it comes to dive, plus you have the Hanzo. Your team's going to be spread, and you need mobility to get around, and the Mercy can do just that, especially with Guardian. Target to target, get heals out to all of them that need it. And of course, with your tank duo, Moira can definitely keep up with Fade and of course her orbs, so you can definitely do a lot. On the side of Seven Sins here, we do have the Mercy Zen. Zen, of course, a very good damage dealer with Discord, and of course the healing he can do to squishies to keep him up. Will definitely be an interesting support battle. Ooh, Jimmy with the early pick on Hoopers on the Mercy. It's already knocking out half the farm. Make it, the pair are gone. Oh my. Quick double to start off by Seven Sins here, as we're going to see Blackwatch immediately retreat. Alrighty, that's a nice bit of pop off there. Not bad. Make it 3. Gonna get the Diva as well. 3 quick Widow picks to start off the engagement here. Not bad on the side of Seven Sins. Holding strong. I don't even think we saw Blackwatch really get to the gate. It was like right near the ramen shop. Then bam, bam, bam. Beautiful. But here we go. Blackwatch is regrouped, starting to push in. Got a couple on the high ground. No, Jimmy says no. That's a 4th pick. And then his first 2 engagements just popping off on her end. There you go. Tropical Hugs and Penguin starting to getting some picks here as they're taking out 2. Jimmy getting a 5th pick. Getting Hoopers once again on the Mercy. Beautiful plays by Seven on this defense. They are holding strong. Alright, this team definitely coming out of the gate here with a full 6, doing a lot of work, I will say. Okay, there you go. You got Hero diving in the back, trying to get the Zenyatta. No, but the bubble comes out, gonna save him and eliminate Hero. Hooper's going in for the res. No, just gonna heal up the support. Okay, there you go. Getting the res after the fact. After XM just murders 2, getting both enemy supports. They have no sustain. So we'll see where this fight can go for them. Tropical Hugs and Japanese Duck doing their part for their team, getting 2 picks. Oh, Nakadiva out of mech as they're eliminated. Blizzard out on the point there by Japanese Duck. Might be able to hold it a little longer for his team. We'll see. No, going to be eliminated. Not as fast of a first push here as their opponents, but we will see Blackwatch capture first point Hanamura. Good plays by them. Now we're going to move into point 2. like we said before, 7 got about 2.5% like ticks. So Blackwatch basically has to capture the whole second point. They have to get almost 3 ticks. We'll see how effective 7 Sin's defense here is on point 2. But they have made a swap to the Reaper, probably to deal with that Winston a little bit. As Dragon's coming up through the high ground. Not going to get anybody as Jimmy Dale getting a pick on the Reaper. Nice early pick for them. Just going to get a view of Revolver here as they're trying to make their push. As you can see, we can see this little corridor as they're trying to burst on in. I honestly don't agree with going down the corridor, especially when you're dealing with an enemy Hanzo and a Reaper. Reaper can get on the side and take out your tanks. Hanzo, of course, can just burst them as they're coming in. Personally, I've always been more of a fan of going middle, just straight middle. Force your opponents off the high ground, and if they start defending mid, like they do the high ground, just change it up, you know? You just gotta mix and match. Play to your opponent's disadvantages. But we will see Blackwatch kind of regroup here on the side building. Let's gotta get a nice view. There you go. They're all getting regrouped, ready to go. On the side of 7 Sin, still holding the high ground firm. They do have 4 ults. Blackwatch should have 4 by the end due to Coalescence. Like we've seen before, Coalescence can get up quick, fast, and in a hurry. So you always gotta be careful of that. Looks like we are seeing all of Blackwatch kind of group up over here on the left side of point. Oh, but grab out, getting 2. Tropical charging in, gonna get Weeb. However, Unknown will get... Oh, Unknown getting 2. Shattered by Tropical. Gonna at least knock the Winston down, get a couple hits in. Even J. Cool's on the Mercy getting a pick in the middle of this fight. Good plays. Only used 1 ult out of 4, and they got 3 picks due to it. I like it. I like it. But we do got... Oh, well, wrong swap there, but we are going to see Hoopers get another res. Nice play by her. However, that's not going to stop 7 Sins as they're going to get more picks. 1 pick. Going to separate the team a little bit as well on the outside right high ground. Oof. Hooper's getting beat up in the back, but that ain't going to stop her from making her escape. Jimmy going to get Hoopers though with the Death Blossom. Going to get 1. It looks like all the rest of Blackwatch that are still in this little shrine area trying to make their escape. Unknown not going to be lucky enough to pull that off, however. Alright, so we are seeing both of these teams very strong defenses on Hanamura's second point. However, we have seen Blackwatch looks like they're just trying to build ults here, try to push in. We do have a swap by Blackwatch, however, they will be swapping to the Reinhardt, maybe to try to push the top right side. We'll see. We gotta keep an eye on Hero here as his team begins to push in. Yeah, no, this is the thing I'm talking about. You have such little room as... Oh, never mind! We're gonna see the Dragons come out. It will force trans. Weebology getting the first pick of this engagement. Diva Bomb coming out. Dragon Blade coming out. We have a Valk coming out on the side of 7 Sins. That's 3 ults. 4 Hoopers pulling out the Valk as well with the power boost. Let's go. Tropical pitting the Diva and Revolver. There we go, just swinging away. Shatter getting 1. That's XM getting pushed off the point. Here we go. Jimmy on the Pharah now as well. We just got so much action going. Penguin a... Well, 1 in a mech, not bad. Shattered by Hero though, gonna kill 1. Gonna set up another for 2. Blackwatch shooting the Dragons across the point. Gonna try to prevent anybody from getting back. And it will. Tropical Hugs couldn't get back to point in time as Blackwatch Renegades going to take map 1. Very throughout, I will not lie. Weebology on the May on that defense. Second point, I'm assuming. Yep, there you go. Getting the play of the game. Ooh! They getting 2 and 2 assists. Beautiful play by them. I'll say saw a heck of a performance out there already from both teams. Just the flexibility and the defense of both teams on second point was top notch. However, there's still more maps to go than Hanamura, as next up on the chopping block is King's Row, our hybrid map for this week. Let's see what these teams can do as soon as we get the subs. I knew I was forgetting something. Boop, boop. So let me check. So I don't think, does either team have subs? we're just gonna make sure. Oop, I cannot type on my phone. There we go. So, very strong performance by both teams. Seven Sins is actually one of their first games where they have 6, and they proved very well that they can be a competitive team with 6 people. I mean, they were doing great with 5. Now with 6, they can push it over that edge, so I kind of want to keep an eye on them throughout. But I will say, great support play on both sides. Hoopers and J. Cool's definitely doing well in their support roles. Hooper's getting several doubles as the brig on the defense for Blackwatch. Beautiful plays there. J. Cool's keeping his team alive with the Mercy, and Lucio. That speed boost Lucio that started off that push for 7 cents was amazing. I didn't quite expect that to work the way it did, but the team made it work. So it looks like both teams are ready to enter round number 2. Kings Row 1-0 in favor of Blackwatch Renegades. Let's see how these teams perform on our hybrid map. And as you've probably heard me say time and time again when I've commentated these games, Kings Row, the map where the most craziest things happen. You can always expect weird, unconventional strats to happen in this mode, or on this map, sorry, not mode. I lost my train of thought there. Oh yeah, we've seen all kinds of different strategies work on both offense and defense. Just Kings Row is the weirdest map of the bunch. It's so balanced. Anything can work for the most part. I mean, I've even personally seen double shield bastion defenses work to keep teams to pull them into a double overtime. Triple tank, quadra tank, anything really that you can pull out can be used here, just depending on the way your team plays. But here we go, just setting up in the little compartments here. We have in spawn Risa, Diva, McCree, Genji, Mercy, and Moira once again on the defensive side for Blackwatch. On the side of 7 Sins, at least to start off, we're going to have the Widow, Lucio, Mercy, Reinzar, Junkrat. Beautiful plays there. And for those of you just joining up with the broadcast, current score is 1-0 Blackwatch Renegades entering our first attack of Kings Row. And we'll say this is kind of an interesting one I haven't seen before. The McCree up at the hotel. Hi, Mr. McCree. How are you doing, unknown? Just gonna chillax up there and just fire down from above. As maybe we'll see the Junkrat McCree end up battling up in the hotel. You never know. Here we go. First attack once again being Sins. Let's go on in and see what they can do. Here we go. Looks like we're going to see 7 Sins led in their charge by Tropical Hugs, pushing hotel side, just trying to push through. You do allow a lot of spam to get at your team though when you go that way. You can't just teeter-totter. There you go. Now they're doing kind of a pinch maneuver. They have Tropical along with their DPS going to the left. Penguin going mid. We'll see what's happened. A pick a piece. Oh, make it 2 picks a piece. Ooh. Oh, there you go. Tropical going to make it 3 in favor of his team. Shatter already getting 1. The fight looks firmly in the favor of 7 Sins here as Weebology trying to just hold out for his team to get back. We'll see how that works. Oh, Unknown as well, coming out of nowhere. Getting a nice little fan kill, but will be eliminated by Japanese Duck, who pulls out the Riptire. Ooh, shot down by Revolver, but just enough of a distraction to once again give 7 Sins a fast attack claim here on Kings Row. Alright, you got 5 minutes to move the payload. You gotta make the best use of this time. I will say this team looking really, really good coming out of the gate. I mean, they're just pushing Blackwatch to the limit, I honestly think. Or at least early on in these games, both maps so far, they've quickly pushed the payload and forced Blackwatch on the retreat. Yet, like we saw last time, it did eventually turn out in favor of Blackwatch as they were able to hold towards the end. Well, we see the same on Kings Row. So here we go, both teams just kind of brawling over here near the pub as the bongo coming out here by Orisa, or Supercharger, whatever. Firing away! Ryan's shield gone, but we are still seeing 7 Sins pushing forward. Weebology, though, going to get the first pick as Unknowns ended up in the back lines on the Junkrat. Interesting play there, but is eliminated by Penguin. Kind of get a view of what Blackwatch is doing with here. They're kind of just chewing around the payload as another pick comes out by Penguin. But you notice they're playing with this little oh, there we go. We got to it right a little late, but one pick by Weeb as he's trapped. Oh no, never mind. It's Japanese Duck getting res there by Kazakiller. Kazakill, not Killer. But it does look like, once again, 7 Sins pushing in, but XM pulling out the Coalescence, just trying to get through the shield and do some damage. Emphasite out on the side of 7 Sins. Still pulling the Widow. Riptire out by, ooh, 7 Sins getting a pick on the Orisa, knocking out the shield tank. And with that, we have at least 2 picks falling in favor of 7 Sins. I will say they have looked very, very strong in their attacks so far, especially Hanamura first point, and so far the first couple points here on King's Row. I mean, this team plays a fast, loose, aggressive style. Very interesting, if you ask me. It's really kind of a hybrid, and it works really well. As Jimmy Dale picking off the Genji once again. Shatter getting 3! The follow-up coming in now. There you go. Oh, Unknown gonna drop the Riptire. Gonna get none. However, XM, I think, fell off the map. Japanese Duck getting a pick on Orisa. Unknown getting beat by his Junkrat counterpart. And Weeb just trying to, with Hooper, try to keep the point contested. Just to stall as the respawns start coming in. Here we go. We do have all the respawns starting to come in. Riptire coming out by Japanese Duck. Gonna maybe try to cut some of those off. Oh, there you go. Gonna get the Diva. Dragon Blade. Oh no, that's not what we're gonna see though. We're gonna see the Mercy getting a pick on Hoopers. There you go. Cause up for Hoopers there on the Mercy battle. Interesting as Coalescence flying about by XM. Just trying to help keep him, Weebology, and Unknown alive. But there you go. Kaza out of the fight here, getting eliminated quick. Supercharger coming out on the side of Blackwatch. Shatter blocked by the massive damage chunked his way. Rip the Earth Shatter Dream. But even with that, Penguin trying to retreat with the rest of his team as they try to regroup. Pulse Bomb! Somehow hitting the Widow there. Jimmy out of contention again there. Just getting back from spawn. Rip. However, we are seeing Unknown Kid getting in these back lines and disrupting a good bit. So swap into the Tracer. Nice pickup. You have 2 dive DPS. Kind of see what you can do. Looks like we are going to see a Tracer duel as well, maybe in the back lines. As Jimmy swapping to the Tracer. Now, this is what kind of happened on point 2 Hanamura. We all of a sudden saw Blackwatch take control and have a massive defensive presence, getting early picks throughout almost every fight and keeping a constant hold on the point. So we'll see if they can do the same here. Of course, here, let's get, there we go. Big old Diva Bomb. Go to get 2. Jay and Japanese Duck, however, one will be rezzed on the side of Blackwatch, actually, sorry. So that'll give them 6. No one's coming back from spawn for them. However, we will see about 3 or 4 coming back on the side of 7 Sins. Looked like they were trying to back cap here with Jimmy. Didn't quite work. Got caught really quick, but they still have 2 minutes. They still have 2 minutes. So close, though. 3 ults on the side of Blackwatch, only 2 on the side of Sins, but they're pretty close to Shatter, and Pulse is not hard to get. So we could see both teams easily have 4 ults entering this next fight. We'll see where this game kind of leads us. Once again, Tropical just kind of pushing in with the shield, trying to give his team some space. Pulse Bomb coming out on Tropical. Not going to kill him, but make him weak as all get out. However, in the back lines, we do have Weebology just kind of waiting to get that Dragon Blade. There you go, yeah, just kind of poking around in the back, waiting for the tanks to get away and stop shooting their laser at the Weeboo. Don't do that, that's not nice. Get the frontline battle breaking down. Shatter! Gonna get 1. Pulse Bomb coming out as well. Supercharger as well. So many ults. Sound Barrier coming out. We're gonna see all kinds of different things flying out. We do have Grab in play as well, along with the Dragon Blade. There you go, Grab. Gonna get none, but it will spread them back to the back towards their spawn. Kaza just diving in there, diving right back out. Weebology in the back lines just causing harassment, just waiting for that moment. This fight has just become a mess as players are everywhere. Hooper's getting a res right in the middle of it all on unknown. Pulse bomb! Gonna get none, but will cause a bit of spread. Penguin getting a pick. Hero getting a pick. Geez, picks everywhere at the moment. Weebology getting another. Ooh, people are going everywhere and anywhere here in this fight. There you go, Weebology just kind of throwing a bit of shurikens, getting some tick damage in. As we see 7 Sins trying to recuperate. They're close to 3 ults. 4 with a grab, depending on how fast they can get that up. Oh, but this looks like it will be their final push of the game. Let's see what they can do. We do have Hero, though, pushing the front lines for his team. Keeping them in with... Oh, they do have Supercharger. Oh, there we go. We do have the Dragon Blade. There we go. Gonna get 2. Oh, make it 3. Beautiful play by Weebology, as well as Revolver getting 1 and shutting down a Riptire. Weebology and Revolver taking over this defense here on the last push. As combined, they got a team wipe. Beautiful 6 kills between the two, including 3 off the Dragon Blade. Nice play here by Blackwatch once again on the defense. It was close a couple of times to getting pushed through, but will not be. Very, very close though. Alrighty, entering the second attack of not Hunter, more King's Row. There you go. I know how to say maps. I promise. I'm not gonna make the same mistake as yesterday when it comes to Li Shang. I ain't doing it. I remember. I promise. So right now, at least in spawn, we have a hook and Holt combo with a Widow Hanzo, double snipers, hook and Holt. Interesting combo there. I've actually don't think I've ever seen that. Along with a Brig and what else? A Mercy. Okay. Good heals. Good bit of bunker presence there with the double sniper. You could do something big there. On the side of Blackwatch, at least in spawn, we're going to see the Ryan Czar, Moira, Lucio, Diva, Widow. So they're going triple tank. Going to try to push in fast. Really, really fast with the Moira, Lucio. And Widow's probably going to be just trying to get a couple of early picks on the supports. Yes, we will see double sniper, hook and Holt, and Brig Mercy. Very interesting grouping of characters here. I mean, I could see the hook and Holt working pretty well, but you gotta get up close and personal with a Brig just so they can get their healing. Widow and Hanzo can stay at range. There's just all kinds of different positions this team can have. But depending on how they set up, they could easily give up the point or keep it protected like it's Fort Knox. We'll see. So triple tank versus this bunker-esque style. Let's see what happens here. Looks like we are going to see Blackwatch go to Hotel. Not a bad move here, as of course the opposition is on top right high ground. Don't give them a lot of chance to burst down your shield. And just going straight to point. Here you go. The brawl will take place as Jacobs will jump down first. That's a Brig. And then you go the hook and Holt jumping down behind. 7 Sins really spread. There you go. Now condoning here, or coming together on the point. Weeb getting first pick, but Penguin's not going to let that stand. Never mind. Weeb getting 2. Japanese Duck getting 1 of his own. Make it 2. Kaza flying around like a pinball between teammates, just trying to stay alive. Will not last as Hooper is getting a pick on Kaza, and will still be taking the point as Penguin removing the Diva from existence in this one. Hooper's just trying to stall, it seems, giving her team time to get back. And there you go, they got 2 main tank and another healer, so you got plenty of heals for this Ryan to deal with here as they go for a brawl. Let's gotta see it. There you go, just holding up the shield. As Coalescence out by Hooper. Unknown Kid getting a nice Widow pick. And now the picks are starting to fall in the favor of Blackwatch as Dragons flow across the point. Getting none, but Jimmy getting a pick on the Widow. May not be enough though, as 4 picks fall in favor of Blackwatch early on in this fight. Japanese Duck doing their best, but instead we will see the Widow double teamed in the Hotel. And Blackwatch almost just as fast as their opponents there, getting this point. There you go. Good job by them. So here you go. You got to push this point. You get a nice 4 minutes, 30 seconds. Get a nice bit of time bank. And I mean, with how effective it seemed to work the first time, let's well keep pushing with triple. We'll see what they could do. Oh, Diva Bomb flying through the back lines. We'll get Japanese Duck though. Shatter and grab, getting 3 together. Make it 4 at the end. Beat Drop came out on the side of Blackwatch. Gonna at least give them a bit more push as the Rhine Shield of Tropical Hugs is down. Blackwatch is pushing up now, being super aggressive as they keep pushing the payload as well, just bursting through the shield. Trying to do as much as they can just to keep this payload moving. And it's working pretty well. So here we go, we have Coopers on the other side, just getting a little bit of damage. There you go, getting a kill and keeping some heals going. Nice double by them. XM being really aggressive as well, staying near the payload, pushing after supports. Getting a double of their own. Nice play there. Jekyll's the closest one to the point, gonna get backed off and eliminated by XM. Whew. Yeah, there we go. Well, there you go. Another 5 minutes here by Blackwatch. Still got a nice chunk of time back, and they've not been stopped since they started pushing the payload. They don't have to push it all the way. They just pretty dang close, about 4 meters away. Unknown though, starting off the battle nicely with the pick. Another Diva Bomb by Revolver, gonna take out Japanese Duck. That's 2 picks early on in this brawl that could give Blackwatch the edge they need, or to continue needing to keep pushing this payload. Let's see, we got a big old brawl here in the middle. Let's see where this goes. Coalescence out on the side of Blackwatch. Just gonna kind of beam away. Hero just using this. Ooh, to get the shatter. That's gonna be 2. Both eliminated. That's gonna take out both supports of the enemy team. Respawns. Oh, that boop was nasty by XM. Gonna eliminate Penguin. Tropical Hugs is down. All they have left is Japanese Duck and May. Grab on right side. Spawn gonna get Kaza. So no heals. Steal out for Blackwatch. Oh, there you go. Dragon Blade on the part of Japanese Duck. There we go. Gonna get 2. No, 1 in a mech. So gonna get both tanks out of commission though. Or at least 2 of the tanks. There you go. Jekyll's getting the Zarya as the rest of Blackwatch is gonna try to run and not die. Oof, Revolver. All 3 tanks fall here on the side of Blackwatch. So this is the first stall we've really seen on this point by 7 Sins here. Let's see if they can hold it. Let's see if they can keep their opponents for 3 minutes, pushing at about a meter or 2. Especially after that, and they do have 2 ults. Unknown swapping to a different sniper now, going to the Hanzo. Maybe get a bit more burst on the shield. Not a bad idea. Penguin guy also swapping to the Reaper. Jimmy on the May. Don't know if we mentioned those. Still looks like though they're going to run that triple tank. Just going to keep it going. And XM also swapping to the Brig, so we have a Brig v Brig battle brewing here. Oh, the Blizzard eaten there by Revolver. Nice play there as Unknown fighting. Ooh, Tropical Hugs getting 3, but instead he gets eliminated. The ulting Penguin gets eliminated as well. Here we go. Fight's pretty even though, 2 apiece. Brig is out on the side, on both sides now. Shattered by Hero, going to get 1 and eliminated. Jimmy just going to try to survive here with the May. The May Ice. It's Tropical coming back out. Japanese Duck holding on. Oh, Diva Bomb coming out on top of the May wall. Going to get none, but Weebology getting a pair. Oh, there you go. Japanese Duck in the back lines. Just kind of dashing around back there. There you go. Going to get the Brig. So that'll knock out some of the healing that we've seen on the side of Blackwatch. They're literally 0.44 meters away. If you're 7 Cities, you just gotta try. You just gotta keep them from taking this. As Tropical Hugs spinning right around on the hamster, getting 2 of the tanks, just spinning around the payload like a giant wrecking ball. Beautiful play by Tropical. Just watch him spin. Whee! That's definitely an interesting thing. Is Unknown though gonna fight back, get 2 picks, a support and a DPS. Not bad. Tropical finally stopped spinning around for a quick second to shoot a couple bullets as Jekyll will remove Diva and Penguin getting Unknown out of this fight. Once again, really close call by Sins here. This time a little closer. It was .44. That's a little close for comfort, I think. But they did stop it. So, a minute left. Last couple pushes on the side of Blackwatch, depending on what they do. But they will pull out the rally. So at this point, you do have Blizzard. Looks like you're close to Minefield, Blade, Pulse Bomb. Almost every ult on the side of Seven Sins. On the side of Blackwatch are close to Bomb. Oh, they do have Coalescence and Dragons. Ooh, Unknown getting 2. Hooper's getting 1 as well. Blizzard, though, out of the payload. Not going to get much as they all escape. So that will leave Seven Sins a little low on people as Minefield coming out. Backside of payload. Oh, got to boop around the Reinhardt, get him. Diva Bomb coming out by Revolver as the payload is captured. Looked like it may have gotten Japanese Duck, not sure. But map 2 falling in favor of Blackwatch Renegades. And something we don't see very often, a Zarya play of the game coming out of the works. Once again, Weebology. That's 2 play of the games in a row for them. Good job. Just the flexibility they're showing. Literally last map they were made. I think they were playing a bit of other DPS in between. They were playing the Zarya for the most part here. Very nice flexibility by them, and they get a heck of a play of a game. So now we've hit halftime, ladies and gents. That of course means players to watch as we enter part 2 of this game. Of course, our last 2 maps. Definitely Weebology on the Zarya, and apparently all kinds of DPS. Which is definitely interesting to say the least. Let's see, where am I going? Okay, yeah. On the side of Seven Sins, I will say, Penguin Guy and Jekyll's pulling out all the stops they can in this fight. Both swapping to whatever was needed for their teams, especially in the DPS department there on that last map. Penguin, I think I saw, went between 4 and 5 DPSs just trying to counter the opposing team. Very nice flexibility, and it worked out very well. Of course, Jimmy Dale on the Widow popping off a good bit early on as well. Let's see, Unknown Kid Beatbox doing a great job on the Hanzo and Widow as well, getting a nice couple of picks. They're doing very well. And Revolver Ocelot doing a lot of beautiful Diva Bombs. My 3 candidates for MVP entering the second half, they'll probably go to Weebology, either Penguin or Jekyll's. You can choose either or in that part. I really can't choose between the 2. I'd probably have to say Hoopers for the huge support variety here. Just we've seen the Brig, the Moira, the Mercy. I'm kind of interested to see what else she can pull out as we continue on in this game. Alright, map 3 though, as I gotta go get a see it up real quick, is going to be Lijiang Tower. Of course, a map that we've seen turn games around before. Kinda interested to see where it leads. Here in this game, I mean, of course we've seen reverse sweeps happen starting on this map. Lots of interesting things have happened. So, I mean, they definitely can do some interesting things. Let's see if Seven Sins are ready. And if they are, we will go into map 3. Alright, both teams are ready to go. Map 3, Lijiang Tower, our control point map. 2-0 favor of Blackwatch Renegade. As we kind of wait for the map to load up, I do kind of want to make another point. Weebology. I haven't got to see much of Blackwatch besides the scrums we've had. I will not lie. It just so happened their games are on days I missed. But I will say this team looks pretty good right now. I mean, they look very coordinated. XM, Hoopers, Weebology are definitely 3 that I know a bit about. I mean, they're doing really well, especially that supporting duo of Hoopers and XM. Keeping the team alive in a lot of ways. Revolver, without fail, is finding kills with the Diva. Good job by them. Let's see. And it will say on the side of Seven Sins, we're seeing a lot of versatility from their players. We're seeing them swap between all kinds of different roles, playing different positions. And it's coming almost like fluently, like they've been practicing swapping up like this a lot during practices. Let's see though, that will help them here entering map number 3, Lijiang Tower. And for those watching on the stream, I just saw the YouTube comment, score currently is 2-0 in favor of Blackwatch Renegades as we enter Garden. I remembered today, I got it. I remembered today. Lijiang Tower Garden. I hope that was right. But here we go. We're going to see kind of a hybrid dive on the side of Blackwatch, throwing in a Moira and a Pharah Reaper in there. On the side of Seven Sins, we'll see almost the same, except triple tanking it with Moira, Lucio, and Reaper. Not a bad combination to run on a control, especially with the tight spaces. But Weebology on the Pharah, getting an early pick on the Reaper. Not going to be as much damage potential here for 7 Sins. Let's see what they can do. Never mind, we've been saying no. Triple! Getting 3. Quickly just firing away and getting a bunch of shots. Okay, Weebology might have just make it 4. An unknown, they're getting in there, making it 5 picks in favor of Blackwatch. And there you go, unknown, just trying to back the team up on the bridge. Weeb is unstoppable here. Make it another 2 in favor of Weeb. Jeez, going off. I like it. The tanks as well, helping this aggression by diving in as the Pharah goes for these targets. Beautiful play as well. Just everything at this moment is going well for Blackwatch. Just they're moving as a unit. Literally, this Pharah Winston Diva dive is causing mayhem here on this first point Gardens. We will see a McCree come out though on the side of 7 Sins, maybe to deal with the Pharah. And I will say it looks like, oh, the big Diva flying through. Rip Kaza. Another nice pick, but Japanese Duck will remove unknown from this battle, so it's 5-5. However, 7 Sins coming in with only a off healer. That's not going to stop them though. They will get an early pick as Hooper's getting another res on unknown. Nice play there. Ooh, Revolver Ocelot getting kind of ganged up there. Barrage on the side of Blackwatch going to get 1. Ult's going in both directions. Both Coalescences getting a pick. But it does look like Blackwatch going to secure it there with Unknown's pick. Whew, lots and lots of changes here. Here we go. We're going to see Jimmy down on the Hog. Kaza whipping to the Zen. We're seeing a Widow come out of Japanese Duck. Lots of swaps here. Hooper's still pretty uncontested, and I think I can understand why. This Pharah not getting touched at all right now with the dive that they're running, especially with the Moira that can help keep some of those closer range threats away. So I mean, and of course the Reaver that can deal with any dive that they bring. But Unknown getting the pick on Japanese Duck, that's already knocks you down 1 here on 7 Sins. If you're trying to take back this point, make it 2. Why not? Diva Bomb out on the point, gonna get none, but we are seeing Blackwatch get 4. They're just kind of patting people away. Unknown, make it a triple. Hero a double. Combining for 5 kills to secure the point and giving Blackwatch Gardens here on Lijiang Tower. Alright. This is what it comes down to almost. Determine if we see another 3-0 game here entering control point. We'll see how this works. I mean, that last round, for the most part, that dive with the Pharah went uncontested. Literally, they tried to stop the Pharah for a little bit there with the McCree, and I think the Widow was supposed to do the same. It just didn't quite work due to the dive, getting on them and aggressing. So maybe we'll see what changes they make entering round 2. However, on the side of Blackwatch, they are swapping some things around. Looks like they're going to be going a triple tank with a Brig Moira and a Doomfist. Interesting pickup there, actually. I'm kind of wondering how you solo DPS with the Doomfist. He can one-shot, which is a huge thing, especially on a support. On the side of 7 Synth, we're seeing Jimmy on the Genji. We're seeing Genji Reaper, Moira Zen, Rhine, solo tanking with 3 DPS. But there you go, Kaza quickly getting a pick there on the Zenyatta, headshotting XM. And with the current setup they have, Blackwatch has no res. But they do have point presence, which is important, as they will claim first capture of the control point. Here we go. Jekyll's diving in, trying to get in the middle of this fight here. Going to shoot some bullets in. Oof. Hero, nice pin. And Revolver, nice finish. Dragon's already out on the side of 7 Sins. We'll get one. And the Diva. Jimmy Dale gonna make it 2, getting Weebology. Here we go. Hero just kind of swinging away for a little bit. Jacobs as well, though, trying to get some nice little tick damage. And there you go. Gonna remove Hero. As 7 Sins will capture the point for the first time here on control point. However, it sounds like Unknown's having a bit of fun in the back line. It's just kind of going around to get some high ground. We'll see what he can do up there. Here we go. Both teams fighting in the corridor, though, as looks like Jimmy, oof, the Brig Stun and the Rhine Hammer. Rep. Unknown getting a pick as well from the high ground. Ult's coming out on the side of Blackwatch with the Coalescence. Coalescence on 7 Sins side coming in as well. However, XM going to eliminate Japanese Duck with theirs. And Penguin Guy just trying to keep Tropical Hugs alive to keep point presence and keep some percent rolling. Ooh, there you go. He's still alive! Oh, never mind. Just as we said that, he goes down. However, 7 Sins spread out here as the point control swiftly changes to Blackwatch. Alright, they do have a small percent lead. However, they are a bit staggered out, it looks like, at this point. Kind of spread as Doomfist, ooh, going for the Genji. We'll see how that turns out in the long run. Nice brawl on the 7 Sins side of control point. Hooper's getting a nice pick on Rhine, knocking out the main tank, and of course the potential of a shatter. Very big play as Blackwatch looks like they'll have at their use all 6 of their ults entering this next fight as soon as Coalescence gets up, which won't take long. Unknown doesn't need an ult here as he's going to get Kaza with the rocket punch, but is swiftly eliminated by the Hanzo and Japanese Duck. There we go. Oh, another Diva Bomb. Just going to spread everybody out. Getting Japanese Duck once again. However, both teams now pretty even on ults. We have 4 on the side of Blackwatch, 5 on the side of 7 Sins. However, of course, Hanzo's out. Making it a nice even 4 apiece. Oh, rip. Unknown. Flying off the map there. Swapped to it at the wrong time. But we do have Jacobs looks like trying to set up for a Death Blossom from above. Could work depending on how the team pushes in. Oh, grab coming out. Dragon's coming out. We are seeing trans, but you got to get to the point. There you go. Shatter by a hero. Gonna get none. Hooper's though getting the first pick of this engagement on the Brig. Ooh, Dragon Blade and Death Blossom combining for 3 to mech. My bad. But Hero and Weeb not gonna let that stand. They're fighting for their lives as they get 2. However, Tropical Hugs, along with the power of Coalescence and a Genji, will eliminate Weebology and gain the point for 7 Sins. Alright, you popped every ult you had in your arsenal at that point. Now you gotta start building them back up. Of course, this now gives Blackwatch sort of a ult economy advantage, as half of their ults, specifically all their tank ults, are halfway. That does give them a huge edge in that department, as we know Shatter, Grab, and Diva Bomb, in any combination, can be deadly. Heck, even on their own, separately they can be huge ults. But J. Cole's getting the first pick here on Unknown. Kind of giving 7 Sins an advantage here early on. At least in the fight, numbers wise. We'll see what they can do with it. Tropical Hugs and XM getting their ults almost at the same time-ish. So Coalescence v Shatter, who wins? I don't know. It looks like Hoopers wants to be the deciding factor, at least trying to get a couple people out. Ah, there you go. Unknown getting a nice pick. We are seeing dragons flying through the stairs up point. Unknown getting another pick. Grab out, trans out, Shatter out, getting 1. Another Shatter coming out by Tropical Hugs, knocking down 3. It's gonna get Weebology. That's gonna knock out the big Zarya. Has been a problem for him here. The charge. Oh, here we go. We are gonna have all kinds of ults. We had a Death Blossom, which was stopped by a Seismic Slam, and we do have a Dragon Blade coming out, getting XM. So this now it's going to be a battle of the stall. Let's see who can get back faster. It looks like 7 Sins will be there though, as they got 4 others coming back due to the Lucio. They do have a numbers edge on the point. Let's see what they can do. A rally coming in for Blackwatch, so that'll give them more armor on the point and a better chance to fight. Ooh, but that's not going to stop Tropical Hugs from getting a nice pick. Jimmy as well getting in the back, eliminating. Oh, triple on the Shatter. But Jesus, all kinds of stuff just happening here. Jimmy in the back line, of course, getting the Doomfist and then the triple shatter and kills there. Well, we sent us to map 3 here of Li Jiang. This has been the closest map yet by far, without a doubt. And real quick, hold on, I'm gonna... Okay, some air in the room. I forgot to turn off the AC, my bad. But here we go. Map 3. This is now Night Market, not not Mood or Food Market Central, I like to call it. But we'll see how these teams work. We are seeing kind of more dive. That same comp actually for the most part, except adding the Doomfist in here for Blackwatch on the side of 7 Sins. We are seeing the triple tank once again with the Reaper. It's almost identical comps to map 1, and we do know how that turned out. But here you go, 7 Sins all pushing together onto the point. Just kind of trying to get that early advantage of having spawn or point presence. Let's see what they can do as the Winston has dived in their back. All of a sudden, the rest of the dive comes in. Weebology might have just secured play. They're getting a double environmental as make it 3. Yep, as of course unknown. I get a couple booping plays in between. Everybody's on Jimmy Dale on the outside. Hero will be the one credited with that kill. Yeah, no, you already can see they're running the same comp they ran map 1. You gotta quickly swap around and get rid of that Pharah. You knew it was the problem in the first map, and or at least I hope you knew that Pharah was the problem on the first map. What do you gotta do here to stop it? And then from there, once you get rid of the Pharah, you gotta figure out what else you gotta do to change this game up. But here we go, 7 Sins pushing back in as the Pharah getting behind, looking for a barrage spot. Blackwatch spreading out across their side of the map here as Weebology just popping shots in the back lines. Ooh, barrage getting 2. Make it 4! The Quadra. However, Jimmy will not go down without a fight, getting 2 of her own with the Diva Bomb. Not going to be enough though. She's going to be swiftly dealt with after the 5 kills we saw cleaned up by the Pharah. I will say, these tanks are playing aggressive AF, and it's working to create enough space for the Pharah. And of course, the healer's keeping up with all of this. Bless you for being able to do that, because jeez. Playing with one aggressive character, that's a lot of work on its own to heal, but playing with 3 or 4 or a team worth, that's a lot of movement. They're keeping up well. Shatter getting blocked by the Winston bubble. Diva Bomb coming out by Revolver. Gonna get 1, the ulting Moira. Unknown getting a pick as well as Weebology. Make it 2 on his part. Or their part there. Boom. Weeb making it 3. Yeah. I will say, this DPS combo that they're trying, apparently whatever they can run with the Pharah is working. Another barrage is going to close off the point as we see Weeb getting a 15-player kill streak this round. Jeez, that's has not died once, I don't think, since we started off this point. Beautiful. Hammy just trying to stall though by Tropical Hugs. Maybe get their team back. Kaza coming in on the Lucio, doing the same. Weeb will finish off the Hamster as well. And it looks like just very hybridish dive. Oh, dive comp. Oof, Jimmy getting another 2, including Hooper. So all deaths are permanent here. There's really nothing to heal the Pharah. However, it does not look like that's going to be enough. It's XM keeping the fight alive on the point, and of course Unknown a double on the outside. Make it a triple. Just punching the Moira into the wall. Beautiful. Quadra. Jeez. Okay. DPS going off in this round for sure. Definitely fighting for the play of the game as Blackwatch Renegades take home a win, at least for now as we enter map 4, being in the lead 3-0. And of course the double boop. I had a good feeling about that. Plus, getting a couple more kills after. You know, just kind of firing away. Hey, there you go. I think that was a 4-piece that got cut off there. But beautiful play. Weebology pulling out all the stops so far. That is 3 play of the games in a row. Doesn't matter what position they're on. I mean, they were Mei for the first, Zarya for the second, and getting the Pharah for the third. Pulling some work. Literally all these players though swapping around to things. we would normally expect. I mean, they're all flexing very well. I will give both teams that. Very flexible hero pools. But with that, that'll take us into map 4. That's right, we're going to be going to Route 66 once again. I almost turned on Gibraltar. But very, very dominant performance so far by Blackwatch. They are taking over these games with their DPS play. Let's see here. I clicked on the wrong tab in the Discord. Wrong one again. I cannot click things on my phone today. Alright. Hold on. Do. There we go. Looks like the team's leaving. I don't think we can do that, can we? Yeah, no, there is no forfeiting. You gotta play all 4 maps. As we do know, maps do count for standing, so you do gotta... I clicked the wrong person. There we go. Get on back in here. I guess we can. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I guess this will be the end of our game here. As it looks like 7 Sins are going to be forfeiting the last map. So that will equal a 4-0 in favor of Blackwatch Renegades, making it the 3rd we've had this weekend. Lots of shutout games this weekend. I'm kind of wondering what week 4 will look like with the new maps, but that, unless something gets worked out here in Scrum Chat, that should be the end of our game here today. Final score at the moment 4-0. We'll see if that changes. Okay, there we go. We do got 5. So, we'll see if they want to play 5v6. I mean, we'll see what happens here. Oh, never mind. Another one left. I'm kind of confused AF at what's going on. So I do think, I don't know. Yeah, that's going to be the end of our game here. So MVP going through all 3 maps. I got to say, without a shadow of a doubt, no matter what position they played throughout this game, is going to be Weebology, straight up. That's gonna, yep, MVP going to Weebology. Whether, no matter what, they put out high caliber plays, especially as we saw on that last map with the Pharah. That was beautiful. All kinds of picks, and of course we saw the 15-player kill streak. I think it ended up at 17 on that map. Beautiful play by Weebology, not to forget. Getting one of the rarest play of the games you could ever see with the Zarya play. Good job by Weebology. Straight up MVP. But with that, that'll be the end of our broadcast. Be sure to tune in again tonight at 7:30 CST for 7Watch versus Twisted Fate. Should be a really great game. I'll of course be back to commentate some more. But until then, that is the end of our broadcast. Good luck. See y'all